Welcome or welcome back to WatchAdvisor on YouTube, where the watches are the stars. It's Alexander speaking, your host, and in this video you will discover the IWC SCHAFFHAUSEN Novelties 2024. It's all about the Portugieser, one of the pillars of that brand and an iconic watch, good looking. Whenever they touch the Portugieser, I am always a little bit afraid that they do too much or they try to reinvent that watch, and yeah, they didn't do. I'm very happy because what they did is excellent, because they changed the shape of the cases, they improved the quality of the dials, they introduced new dial colors, etc., etc. So improvements, but in the end it is still the IWC SCHAFFHAUSEN Portugieser in its different executions.
Don't forget to subscribe and to hit the bell to get our latest notifications.
So let me introduce you the new Portugieser watches of the year 2024. It's about the Portugieser Chronograph, legendary watch introduced in 1998. Then, of course, the Portugieser Automatic in two sizes, 40 and 42 millimeter. So the first thing you see are the new dial colors, and the first color that really stands out, that is amazing. It is an amazing color. You have to do it, and you have to have the idea to do it, is Dune. Dune, like the legendary movie, it's a sandy color, a sandy gold color. The funny coincidence is, just a couple of days ago, we had some tremendous sandstorms here in Austria. Sahara sand was brought in by southerly winds, and the entire landscape here in Austria turned in exactly this kind of color scheme the watch features. It could have been the perfect moment to present such a watch. They didn't know, of course, because you can't choose the weather comes or not, but this would have been the perfect moment to present this new Dune color that is a goldy color, fits perfectly for a lot of purposes, especially for women, I have to say, because women now have the possibility to wear a stainless steel chronograph or the automatic, etc., with a goldy color dial that perfectly matches jewelry and other accessories. So it's the perfect color without that you are wearing a gold watch. So this is the perfect watch to combine with accessories, jewelry, etc. So for me, in my humble opinion, it's the color of the year for ladies. Yeah, ladies, I am not joking. Even if you are listening now, but the IWC SCHAFFHAUSEN watches are, of course, men's watches, but this color is perfect. We also have been filming the watch outside, so you will see that the watch looks excellent in natural light. This color is wonderful. The second color that is also quite stunning or interesting in terms of not seen before is Horizon, the Horizon blue dials, kind of a light blue shade, not seen before. Interesting mix. I heard from my colleagues that were with me in the presentation that also here lots of women said, oh, this is interesting, I like it, I've never seen something before. So this might be a little bit of a hint that IWC SCHAFFHAUSEN maybe thought about opening also its collections to women. Also men can wear it, of course. It is a color you have to try on the wrist. You will also see some dark blue watches in this video, but the Horizon Blue is a special blue. You have to discover it on your wrist. The first opportunity for you to discover it is here in our video. Everything is calibrated, so we try always in our videos to perfectly reproduce these colors so that you get an idea of how these watches really look like. And there is one last color. It's obsidian black. Wow, just look at it and then you will know what I'm talking about. This is really something, if you like black, if you're into black, and the combination with gold, perfectly looking. Really couldn't be better. A very decent. The obsidian black takes away something of this heaviness of a gold case and makes it look much lighter in sense of that you are not wearing a piece of gold on your wrist. And you're still doing it, but it neutralizes a little bit that heaviness of gold and makes the watch less heavy. The dial of a watch together with the strap, these two elements are the biggest surfaces of a watch. So if IWC really put some efforts in manufacturing these new dials, they had a good reason to do so, because what are you looking on when you're looking on a watch? On the dial, of course. So these new dials are crafted out of brass. And the first thing is that they are given a sunburst finish, and then step by step, up to 15 layers of transparent lacquer are applied, fine ground and then polished to a high gloss. The totalizers on the watches are milled into both the brass base and the lacquer layer. The printing carried out through a special process further adds to the three-dimensional effect. Finally, and this is also good to know, listen carefully, finally the appliques are mounted individually by hand. Yes. The complete manufacturing process for these styles is about 60 steps, and yes, look how beautiful they are. And now comes another little surprise. We are talking about a steel watch here. We are talking about June, that legendary June color. I got really excited when I saw this watch. And it's fine to know that the hands are gold plated and the appliques are gold and, as I said before, set by hand. So really, the dials are, I have to say, stunning beautiful. And in combination with that iconic design of the chronograph and of course the automatic watch, these watches just look gorgeous. Now let me first of all give you some more information also about the changes they have done on the automatic version with the case. The new Portugieser Automatic 40mm and 42mm now feature a carefully reworked case construction with a slender side profile. Look, slender side profile, making the entire watch look visually more light and, of course, more elegant. The double box glass on the front and the back. A magnificent view, first of all, on the dial. But, of course, it also enables the owner to enjoy these in-house manufactured movements. The case now is more a modern look. The older cases, still good, but once you have seen the new ones, especially the box sapphire crystal on top, and if you go on the side and you see how perfectly the light flows on the dial aperture is immense. The bezel is slim, so this is an entirely new watch, a new way of wearing, a new way of appearance of that Portugieser. Once you saw this, I can tell you it's hard to look back because immediately, you like it. You start to like it in the moment when you see it. Every time the Dune dial comes into your screen, you have a stainless steel case. When the Horizon Blue dial comes on your screen, it is an 18 karat white gold case. And once you see the Obsidian Black dial, it is an 18 karat 5N gold case. Of course, there must be an exemption of the rules. Yes, this applies to the Portugieser Perpetual Calendar in terms that all cases are made out of gold, either a white gold case or a 18 karat or more gold. It is highly scratch resistant gold, but these cases of the Perpetual Calendar are always gold. Let me talk about the technical features of the chronograph first. Anyhow, what I am saying now applies to all colors, so it is always the same. The cases are always the same. The chronograph is 41 millimeters in diameter. The thickness of the case is 13.1 millimeter. And the log-to-log distance is 48.2 millimeter, just in case you want to figure out how the watch could fit on your wrist. The watch, if we turn it around, is powered by the now at IWC manufactured. It is an in-house caliber, so it is no longer an ETA caliber. This has been faded out for a couple of years now, so all the chronograph movements that are now used in this chronograph with the legendary aligning of the counters from 12 to 6 o'clock is an in-house movement. It's called 69355. It's a 4 Hz movement, 28,800 semi-oscillations. I said it before, automatic winding, and has a power reserve of 46 hours. So still this iconic look. There is no other chronograph on the market that is so beautiful as the chronograph from IWC SCHAFFHAUSEN, the Portugieser chronograph. And since 1998, the watch sells and is something you have to have in your collection. And I can highly recommend you guys, please check it out for your girlfriend, for your ladies surrounding you, women, girlfriends, whatsoever. Let them try this watch on their wrists in that dune color, and I promise you they will like it. And if you want to do them a favor, then introduce this watch to them, and maybe, you never know, you can then gift them one of these chronographs. So now the technical features of the Automatic, and I will start with the 42mm. Still the same movement, nothing has changed. It is the caliber 52011 f4 Hz movement, 28,800 semi-oscillation, and the power reserve here is 7 days or 168 hours. Automatic winding, of course. Yeah, what else? The case has a diameter of 42.4 millimeters. The thickness is 13 millimeters. Has a log-to-log distance of 52.2 millimeters. 52.2 millimeters. In case you are trying to figure out how the watch could, in theory, fit on your wrist. And again, look how beautiful this movement looks like with all the details. I think some of you might think about wearing the watch the other way around, because yeah, that's a legendary watch with a legendary movement in it. And yeah, it is something that has to be in a good watch collection, in my humble opinion. So the Portugieser Automatic 40mm features the IWC manufactured caliber 82200, 4 Hz movement 2, 28,800 semi-oscillations with a power reserve of 60 hours. Automatic winding, of course, what else? The diameter is exactly 40.4 millimeters and the thickness 12.4 millimeters. Log-to-log distance 49.4 millimeters. I didn't mention the watertightness so far. The automatic version is watertight up to 5 bar of 50 meters. And the chronograph, yeah, that's a little bit of a flaw. Still, I have to say, still only waterproof up to 30 meters. This is due to the push pieces to start-stop the chronograph and to the case construction itself, so 3 bars. But anyhow, these watches, all of them are always tested to at least 25% more than indicated to absolutely guarantee, of course, the 3 bars or the 30 meters, 5 bar or 50 meters, etc., etc. So it is more than this. It is not a watch you can swim with, or you shouldn't do it. You can, if you want to destroy it, have fun, but you shouldn't do it. It's not a watch you should take a shower with, but it is a watch you can easily and without any problems wear on a daily basis. The Portugieser Perpetual Calendar, the same dial colors. You have dune, you have this wonderful blue, light blue, the horizon blue dial, and there is a silver, yeah, traditional, the boring. It's not boring, the traditional one. For people who don't want to think out of the box or don't dare to wear another color, there's still the silver available. So if you want to wear the new designed case, also in the Perpetual Calendar, you can, but it will always be in gold. So talking about the Perpetual Calendar, nothing has changed. It is always that wonderful, perfectly readable dial with all the indications you have seen before, including the complete year. So you don't read 24, you read 2024, that's the year. You have a double moon phase indicating the moon phase on the northern and the southern hemisphere. And you do have the indication of the days of the month, the power reserve, also 7 days of power reserve. Everything is the same. The dials are made out of the same quality, gold indexes by hand, 60 steps. It is the same. So the Perpetual Calendar has a diameter of 44.4 millimeters. The thickness is 14.9 9 millimeters. The Perpetual Calendar has a log-to-log distance of 52.9 millimeters. And all these figures I just told you apply to all those. No difference. Of course, the watch is powered, by the legendary Caliber 52616. A 4 Hz movement, 28800 semi-oscillations. I said it before, power reserve 7 days or 168 hours. And the rotor is made out of 18 karat gold. Waterproof, in this case 5 bar, so like the Portugieser Automatic, the case is waterproof up to 5,000 bars. Again, look, when we are turning the calendar, the Perpetual Calendar in the camera, do you see that box, sapphire crystal, how perfectly it looks? And by the way, attention! All of the sapphire crystals do have an anti-reflective treatment on both sides, not only on the inner side, on both sides. This enables a look on the watch that when you have certain angles, you have the feeling that there is no sapphire crystal at all. And it gives you the impression to really jump into that dial, but with that boxed sapphire crystal. When you turn the watch on the side and you look it on the side, you have incredible views on that dial. And as you can see, there is almost no bezel, so the dial aperture is as big as it could be, and the readability is perfect because all the indications on the Perpetual Calendar are quite big, so you have the chance also to read something from a dial. Sometimes when you have Perpetual Calendars and they are too small, it's a bit difficult, can be difficult. For those of you who are not so familiar with IWC Schaffhausen, the famous Perpetual Calendar that was invented by none less than Kurt Klaus. He is a genius and he was the one who invented that intelligent calendar, because if you look close at the cases of the Perpetual Calendar, you will not find any integrated push pieces or openings to set the watch. There are none because all the settings are done through the crown. So by turning the crown, you advance the calendar and everything that is seen on the dial is of course then correctly displayed, including the moon phase, the date, year, etc., etc. And you have to know that there are some little adjustments have to be done. This is when the Gregorian calendar is corrected. The mechanical program only requires a minor adjustment in centuries divisible by 100 when the leap year is skipped, for example, in 2100 and 2200. But until then, the Perpetual Calendar will every year show the correct dates and know when the February has either 28 or 29 days. If you are not too much into those new colors for reasons I don't know, you can also discover the Portugieser Automatic 42mm in a new dark blue dial. The same applies to the way how this dial is manufactured as to all other dials, so lots of attention has been taken, and you may wear this either on a rubber strap, and if you are into bracelets, there is a possibility to wear this watch with a stainless steel bracelet that also features a length adjustment by pressing on the button where IWC prominently is written on the clasp. If you press on it, you can change the length of that bracelet up to your needs, if it is hot or cold, or if you want to wear it more loose or more tight, you just press on the button and you slide out, slide in as we show it in the video. And I said it before, if you are into silver dials, I said it, of course, some options are available with a silver dial too. For those who do not want to dare or think different or simply like these traditional old silver dials, this is also available. And now, last but not least, I have a little surprise for you. The IWC Schaffhausen Portugieser hand-wound tourbillon with a globe-shaped day and night indication tops the entire collection. Yes, look closely. There is positioned at 9 o'clock a globe, and the globe turns, and so you know if it is day and night. If you turn the watch around, you can also see the globe. On the back side, you will see the contrary of what you see on the front side. So what's special about the tourbillon? 56 parts at 6 o'clock. It's a flying tourbillon, and the entire construction of that tourbillon weighs, can you guess? I can tell you, 0.675 grams. Less than 1 gram is the weight of the entire tourbillon construction of that hand-wound tourbillon. It is a case that has a diameter of 42.4 millimeters. The thickness is 10.8 millimeters, and the lug-to-lug distance of the tourbillon is 50.7 millimeter. 50.7 millimeter. The case is made out of this new More gold. It is a gold that is highly scratch resistant in comparison to normal gold. It is something IWC developed. Many others have developed something similar yet. So the brands try to protect gold watches by making them more scratch resistant. Turning the watch around, the new caliber 81925, a 4 Hz movement, 28800 semi-oscillation. The tourbillon cage turns once a minute. It is a 1 minute tourbillon. It is a hand-wound watch, no automatic rotor visible, as you can clearly see, and the power reserve still is 84 hours. This case is, this is quite interesting, waterproof up to 6 bar. 1 bar more, so 60 meters. Apparently it is a new case construction, and they were able to implement some new safeties so they could set up the water tightness from 50 to 60 meters. Thank you very much for watching this presentation of the new IWC Portugieser watches. My favorite color is Dune. I like it. It's spectacular. And once again, guys, please show the color Dune to your ladies, girlfriends, wives. Show them Dune. They will like it because it is a color they can easily and perfectly combine with accessories, stuff, and they will like it. So, thanks again. Stay tuned on WatchAdvisor on YouTube, where the watches are the stars, as you have been seeing on our video. I didn't appear. My name is Alexander. I will disappear. You will not hear me anymore. Come back as often as you can to WatchAdvisor on YouTube and enjoy all our videos that come from Geneva, from Watches and Wonders. Bye-bye.